one interesting question I've always thought about is balancing maintenance versus new ideas. How do you think about, and it's not a perfect answer, but how do you think about how much time you spend dealing with your current book versus new ideas?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good question, and I think it does depend on your strategy. So for me, it's like if a catalyst has occurred or if it's been delayed or something has changed, then sometimes you do want to totally reevaluate the position. But if it's just in the process of occurring, then you put a news alert up on it. You're kind of keeping an eye on its different regulatory filings and things like that, and just let it play out. It's important to have patience for some of these things. And I should have mentioned, a resource that it seems, I think 5-6 years ago you would have thought was crazy, but even just using Twitter, sometimes you even put up a question on Twitter, hey, what is your your best asymmetric idea out there, and you'll get a ton of responses, and it's a good way to get some idea generation.
Do you trust that, though?
No, it's an idea generation. Idea generation.
How do you think about, because Twitter is obviously, I guess most people are on Twitter, either publicly or privately. How do you think about the risks of groupthink and, all the biases that you get when you start talking about a stock on...
Well, I think you don't want to outsource your research, but if somebody points something out, hey, this catalyst is about to happen, or this, for me, maybe this litigation thing has occurred, it's like, oh, I didn't know that. Right. And most often, there's companies you might have followed for a long time, you just don't know you didn't follow it close enough to know the current details. So it's more of like a news flow to focus your attention.
So I found, I don't know who else is on Twitter, but early FinTwit was actually quite nice, where people could discuss companies and not feel like they have the answers all the time. And now it seems like it's who's got the answers to everything. And who's got the best idea.
Well, I think part of it's curation, right? You can sort of say, okay, these are the people I trust. Maybe here's a new guy with a new idea. But, I think what I've done is just try to curate the people you can trust, at least initially. And then, but if you're casting a broader net, like Steve was talking about, is basically you can then go through and analyze the specific businesses.
I hope I'm on your feed.
What's that?
I hope I'm on your feed, Keith.
Okay, you are.
Well, I think for me, I don't trust anyone, so it's my own.
That's the other way to do it.
My own personal issue. So I'm really just looking at it for to kind of direct the attention and stuff like that. I think some people, especially now, to your point. Back in the day, when it first started, I think it was much more of kind of a community, and now it's people are selling things on it. People are trying to pump their stocks up, and this isn't just kind of the meme crowd. These are actually kind of traditional value investors that are doing that.
I think it's all like moved to DMs, maybe.